Going live. Hello. Hey Maria. Hey Christine. Hello. I'm Chloe. Hi. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Changed things up a little bit this morning. Did you notice? I changed the thumbnail so it's the same thumbnail every day for this show. I'm changing things so that I've got less work to do every day. Giving myself a break. That's good for me. Simplify, simplify, simplify. That's what I'm on at the moment. How are you, Maria and Christine? Hello, Linda. How's everyone today? It's the 21st. It's the solstice. It's really windy out there. It's kind of dark and windy. I'm not sure we're going to be. It looks a bit cloudy. I'm not sure we're going to be seeing any star alignments, but hopefully. Hey, Matt. I've seen you in here for ages. Hello, Heather. So, the new deal for, I don't think you've been in here. The new deal since I made the changes. Because it's getting really busy in here now. Hey, Alfred. It's just the minis are by donation now. So the super stickers, the super chat, or there's a PayPal link too for those that YouTube doesn't work for them doing that kind of stuff. And then I just get into the cards for everybody. So let's do that. The energy update for today, what was that about? Some kind of silver lining. I did listen to it when I woke up. Can't really remember. Had a rough day, Maria. My day is just starting. Sun's only just, well, it's not even up, but it's light out there. Thank you, Heather, for your donation. Let's get some cards out. Let's find out what's going on today for us, guys. Hi, Cherie. Chicken wants to go out first. Yeah. My back's a little bit better today. Hey, Kelly. So I am going training this morning. And I need to go shopping today. Boring day for me. Let's get some cards out anyway. Have you got a question for your reading, Heather? Why is nothing coming out of this? Oh, there was something in the energy update about not giving too much anymore. Thank you, Christine. Matt, you started using a technique of shuffling until a card jumps out. Yeah, sometimes it does take a while. Some decks can get a bit grumpy or something. I don't know. Some decks can... I don't know what's up with this one this morning. It's just waking up. I'm feeling a bit... I'm not grumpy, but I'm feeling a bit tired this morning. Ah, then we get two. Nothing for ages, and then we get two. I don't know whether we need the book yet. We've got acceptance. Sitting in a place of acceptance. But she's got a sideways look on her there. She doesn't look very accepting, really. Looks a bit pessimistic. So, yeah, acceptance with a bit of a twist. This is like patience, isn't it? Patience with a... Let me read a bit of acceptance out because I don't think we've had that. The energy update at the end. 2 cards were on the floor behind you. They were, I remember that. I can't remember what they were. It's number 2, acceptance. Yeah, I did look at them, Melissa, after that reading because I shot those. What day is it today? Monday. I shot them ages ago, last weekend. Weekend before last. Morning, Katie. But yeah, I did look at them after I'd shot that reading, and they weren't relevant. Mystery cards. Acceptance. Accepting what is a powerful way to step into your own creative force and be a part of what will be. For change is weaving its way within the world of the kitsune, and while there's sadness at the fading of one season, one age, there's a sense of gratitude for all that's been. Instead of lamenting deeply, this kitsune shows us how to gracefully open our hands and let go of what must now pass. This passing is not forever, it's simply for a time, short-lived. So we need to accept, and it's something that's temporary, and not make it into something bigger than it is. That's what I'm getting there. Oh, Heather, you got a question? So we got to dance with joy as well. Wow. Got acceptance and then dance with joy. That's a good sign. You see, it wanted 2 cards to come out. That's why the decks take longer sometimes. They need to get a few cards positioned together for them all to fly out at the same time. Hey, Timothy. Discerning. I think it looks a bit over it. To dance with joy. You're not alone, beautiful soul, although you have felt alone so many times. When this card comes to you, Seeker, you know that there'll be soon others who will join you. There will soon be others who will join you. And together there will be festivities and creations, rituals that are joyous, and a sense of no longer being alone in the world where you once felt disowned. I'm getting from this that it's going to be people coming together. Muggles. No, not muggles. Unicorns coming together. I'll accept it, but I won't like it. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from it, Linda, too. This is cool, though. This is like your people, your unicorns coming together and having a party. Or maybe it's just about Christmas and festivities. It could be that, too. We might be making more of it than it is. I know, it is. It's like a really... It's the face that we pull when we get the patience card out. It's that one. Heather, let's do you. Your question. The last few months I've been in a highly sexual, somewhat masculine energy. But at around 11:30 p.m., I randomly felt extremely romantic, not at all sexual, extremely female energy. Oh, wow, how interesting. Let's find out from your higher self what that's all about for Heather. Whoa, okay. Heather, so travel and lovers. This is somebody else. You're picking up energy from somebody else, and their energy switched at the same time too. Someone's thinking about you, someone in a different place. But why did both of your energies switch at the same time? Because I'm getting that their energy switched at the same time too. So do you have like a long lost lover, someone living somewhere else, distant from you, that you've got a connection with? Because look at this, Heather. You've got blame and flowing. What this is about is yeah, they instigated the switch in the energy because they were kind of not accepting before, blaming someone, blaming themselves, blaming you, blaming, I don't know, COVID or something, blaming something for this connection not being made. But then something flipped in them where they were like, but I can still connect. And they connected. And then, so it feels like a masculine energy, this. And then you got back in the feminine. How weird. You don't know. Someone's watching you. Someone that's not near you. Could be someone from a very long time ago. But that's why the energy switched. Or maybe it was you that switched from blaming, I'm not picking that, I'm not picking that, I'm picking it someone else. It could just be a 5D thing. Because I would have thought that you'd known who I was talking about there. Weeks ago I was told reunion will happen at a party. Oh, hey Tina. Unicorns, unicorn party. Who else did we have? Christine, let's do you now. Christine, have you got a question for your reading? I'll get another card out for the collector. Let's get one of these out. Oh. Or maybe it's your ex. It could be your ex. It could be a forgiveness thing, a setting you free. Yeah, it definitely could be that. It could be. I'm not picking that up as strong though. I didn't notice those two cards on the floor. Sometimes the cleaners find them as well. They put them on the table. Especially these round cards. They roll. Square cards don't roll. They're better. I want some of those heart-shaped cards, but I can't get them in this country. Your psychologist said you'll be alone for the rest of your life. What kind of a psychologist is that? A psychologist that likes to fuck people up. Oh, you can change that. Okay, let's do you, Christine, before I get to that for everybody. Oh, you had a dream about him dancing with you a few hours later. But there you go, the energy has changed. Oh, how cool. Psychologist, what the hell is going on with your psychologist, Christine? Because that, sometimes, I'll just tell you this, I'll tell you all this. Sometimes when I'm doing readings, and it can be for a muggle type, they very rarely come to me for readings now, but when they do, when they have in the past, and I pick up on their energy very pessimistic, testing me out, very negative about their lives, not believing in stuff, no hope and stuff like that. When I do a reading for someone like that, I don't tell it as it is. I don't read their energy. What I do is I try and help them to change their state. So it's not the same reading as someone that with more awareness, where I'm picking up they've got more awareness. It's not the same kind of reading like that. It's more hopeful reading. It gives them hope. So what I'm trying to do is give them information that will change their state to that more hopeful or the more positive, right? And so, yeah, so that surprises me that a psychologist would say something like that, because why? Beliefs, we get what we believe. We manifest what we believe, right? So why would a psychologist be telling somebody something that's negative like that? That it just doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, let's find out. You've got a muggle psychologist. Anyway, you've got detach and meditate. Detach and meditate. So I'm feeling like it's time to detach from that psychologist. Yeah, because that's not good energy. It's not good energy. Just like you'd want to detach from one of those doctors that gives you a diagnosis of cancer just to get his money from the chemo stuff, because they do get a big payout, don't they? And so if they're short on some stuff, or want to buy a new house or something, then they just diagnose a few more people. And how would you know that? You go for a second opinion, you find out that it's not true, and you would want to detach from someone like that. There's wacky energies in people like that. I do want to find out about that psychologist though. You had one too. What the hell, Melissa? Well, it is damaged people. We do tend to help people in the way that we need the help the most, right? And so you do get messed up people in professions like that, and readers too. Right, look at me. I started doing readings when I was a mess. Total mess. So Christine, here you go. Be vulnerable and refocus. Yeah, I feel like there's someone better that'll be able to help you. You might feel vulnerable though, so a crutch. But you can refocus and bring someone else in. It's the yellow one is detachment. Yeah. So let's get some information. If your higher self is willing on this psychologist, well, how about that? They've got to face the situation and move away. So yeah, they're very much having reactions to the work they're doing at the moment. It's time for them to move on from that job too. It's time for them to detach from it. Yeah, having reactions. So it's not you. It's something in there, and the reason that they said that, but it's for you in that it's time to detach and be vulnerable without that, but there's someone else going to come in to be able to help you better. And that promptly told him, oh, it was a male. Promptly told him that I had more sense than that and left. Good on you. Wow. Yeah. Wow. I had two psychologists tell me I'm too fat and too ugly to be with anyone. Wow, there's all kinds of people in the healing profession, unhealed people putting their shit on other people. And I'm sure that I do that too. I mean, my baggage has got to come out in my readings as well, because we can only see through our own lenses, right? That's why it's just so important that you do your own work when you're doing a job like this, because if you don't, you're messing people up. There was this girl that I used to know. She was so messed up. Oh my God. And she's like, I really want to help people. I really want to do, like, and she was telling a group of us, I mean, we all knew her quite well, and we were like, what? What are you going to help them to do? Like, completely mess up their lives? So you're going to teach them how to get really fucked up? And she's like, she really thought that she could help. She wasn't in a position to at all. Oh my goodness. There really is someone for everyone. There really is. And there's many too, right? And we can change our energy. Just like I said, why would someone in a helpful profession like give someone a belief like that when beliefs manifest? Yeah. We've got to be careful of that because people believe us. Some people really, really believe psychics, and so you've got to be careful. Doctors too, right? But then saying that, some of my readings are the negative. It's pointing out that stuff. But you see, I've got to trust people's higher selves on this because it's not going to tell me the negative stuff to say if the person isn't aware enough to deal with it. It just doesn't. They just don't. Sharon, you met a psychologist once and felt he was the one who needed a psychologist. Yeah, I think they all do. We all get drawn to the professions that we need the most. Like when I started out in Australia, I was doing neurotherapy for psychological and neurological problems. And when I was doing no, not when I was doing the course. When I was doing the course, they thought that I didn't need it because we did their brain maps and stuff like that on each other. And they said, wow, your brainwaves, because of meditation, your brainwaves are really good. They said, do you drink alcohol? And I said, yeah. They said, you don't need to. You've got a lot of the alpha naturally. I'm a naturally feel good brain person, which is nice to know. But it was after that. It was when I was in counselling. It was when I was in counselling, and my counsellor said to me, because she got really deep with me. And she asked me about what I do, and she said, yeah, you do. You need that. You need that. You need that. Your treatment, because post-traumatic stress disorder and all of that. So I was drawn. Overpaid listeners. Some of them are really good though. I don't know. I don't know any of them, in fact. I'm sure that there must be some really good ones out there, right? We know our own wounds better than anyone. The most screwed up people are often in some of the most powerful positions. And I think that's what's shifting at the moment, Timothy, is that we seem to be coming out of that toxic masculine. Yes, the reason that a lot of messed up people are successful at the moment is because the toxic masculine has been lauded and rewarded. Lauded and rewarded. And that's changing now. That is changing now, that energy. That's that shift we're moving into now. So that's a good thing, right? We've got protective nest here. I'm getting this feeling of putting my pajamas on. Oh, look, it's the one that's got the golden egg underneath the feather skirt. I've got a feeling like putting my pajamas on because it's windy out there and just snuggling up and not doing much today, but I need to go shopping. Protective nest. Nurture, motherhood, protector, incubation. Yeah, it's the incubation, isn't it? Relying her serene expression, this woman is hatching more than just creative thoughts. She's a mother, creator of all. The giant's bird nest on her head holds 3 eggs and an older bird. That just reminds me, we did have the womb card out in the energy update today. Maybe those cards are going to come out again. The giant's bird nest on her head holds 3 eggs and an older bird already born into the world. Under her skirt, there's a glimpse of a large egg. Large egg. The big thing that's coming. This card symbolizes motherhood, protection of children, and how children develop under a mother's care. Be aware of how your actions or words can affect a fledgling soul. Oh my God, what we were just talking about. Be aware how your actions or words can affect a fledgling soul. Write that down and give it to your psychologist, your psychiatrist, whatever they're called. Psychologists. They're the more talky people, aren't they? Psychiatrists are the ones that put drugs in you. Oh, you made a good one, Sharon. That's good. I had an amazing counselor. She was awesome. And she's just so not like me. She was so soft, gently spoken. She was just not like me. And my friends, when they met her, they're like, "Are you sure this is the right woman to help you?" I'm like, she totally is. And like, I had that reaction to her thinking, what's this woman going to teach me? But she was so good. She was gentle yet really powerful on the inside. She was amazing. I'll always remember her. So we've got this big egg under our skirts, this golden egg. It's hatching, it's taking time. But it does take time. Like pregnancy, it takes time and we don't want to rush it and we don't want to have it too soon. Timothy. For me, my decisions can be made by my mind, my heart, my sex organ, and my gut. Yeah, my gut is the only one that's never wrong. Oh, I just can't follow only my gut. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I do get that. For me, like I can read for everyone else, but when I read for myself, it is tinged with what I want to hear. It is. And so it makes it a bit tricky reading for yourself. And it makes it tricky as well, finding a good reader for me. Hi, Tanya. The coffee in this cafe is terrible. I think I need to upgrade. I think I need to get myself a coffee maker. Maybe one of those I don't want to drink too much coffee, that's the thing. And I'm just drinking Nescafe because it doesn't affect me that much. Real coffee affects me a lot. I can't drink that much of it. So I need a good coffee maker. I've got one, but it just takes ages. It's just one of those little, I'm thinking a machine that can do it for me. But I just got one of those sieve things that sits on top of a mug. You put the ground coffee in it and pour it through. Oh, Maria. Hi, Rhea. You just paid for a mini read. I'm not sure. Well, on PayPal, you mean? Or on here? On YouTube. It didn't go through on YouTube, but it pops up. Decaf beans. I used to have decaf beans in Australia. I used to get the bun, naturally decaffeinated beans. That was nice. How did I used to make coffee then? I'd use one of those Italian things, but I don't have a hot plate. I only have a electric pot cooker. Keurig. They're the little pod things, though, aren't they? I don't want to have a heap of. I try to be as package free as possible. Which is hard when you get. I have to order things from off the island all the time, and it comes in a massive box full of plastic for a little thing that's inside the massive box. I've got a hand travel grinder. It's a cylinder thing. You put the coffee beans in and then you wind it around. It's great. The best coffee grinder I've had. Got an electric tea kettle. Chicken's outside, walking the ledge. Is that chicken? Yeah. Just sniffing my towel. There's been another cat lying on my towel. I need a coffee solution, an easy coffee solution, something I can switch on and it does it for me. I'm absolutely loving my new speaker. It's great having tunes in the house again. Put it on Super Chat. No, it didn't. It didn't go through. It would have popped up, Maria. Yeah, I know I've got 2 goddesses out, by the way. Don't need to stove or anything. Boil up a litre of water at a time. Shut it off automatically when it's done. Oh, hi Sue. Can you use a reusable pod with your own coffee. Oh, could do that. Oh, I'll find out. Look who wants back in. The chicken cat. She doesn't like it windy. Cats don't like it windy. It freaks them out. She gets a bit playful. Sometimes she wants to come in and then she'll play with the mat there. When I say play, she's just like pounces on it and fucks it up. It makes them a bit crazy, doesn't it, the wind, cats, because they're like, everything's moving and they start freaking out. It makes them playful. I don't know why the other cats hate her so much. She hates other cats, I know that, but I went to upload a video at reception and she was walking on through. There's another cat that I say hello to there. The other cat straight away, as soon as chicken came, she's like, she's so hated by the other cats and she hates other cats too. I don't know. Maybe she needs a cat psychologist. Amazon. I can't use Amazon. Oh, you guys might be able to help me out with this. I have got Amazon credit because people are clicking on the links to the card decks and stuff and they're buying them, obviously, because I've started getting Amazon credit. So I've got like, I don't know, $40 on there now. But it won't let me take it out. We don't have Amazon here. The only reason I'd use Amazon is for Kindle books. That's the only thing I can get here on it. I know in America you use it for everything. You can get anything on there. So that wouldn't be a problem because I just buy something. But I've got Kindle books that I've not read that I've had on there for a year. So what I can buy with it are gift cards. I can buy gift cards with it. Anyway, let's stop going on. Allah, morality. Allah? Yeah, Allah. She's Ibo, wherever that is. Queen goddess of morality, fertility, death, and cycles. Allah is here to push you to align with your integrity. If you're in the right, she'll help you find justice. If you're walking the line, she's here as a reminder to do what is right, even if it's not easy. You know what I'm getting here from this? It's something that keeps on coming up, is that there's a big karmic thing happening at the moment, a karmic writing kind of thing. You do the wrong thing, you're not being in integrity, you're going to get more severe karma coming through right now. You do the right thing, you get it. You get what was coming to you, good stuff that was coming to you, you know? And so stay, don't get annoyed that stuff isn't happening and then do the wrong thing. Do we have wish? Don't think so. Do we have wish? Don't think so. We have Lazada. Oh, it's pending. Oh, I wonder what's going on. I'll do you anyway. I'll do you anyway, Maria. YouTube might sort it out at some point. So, yeah, be sure to be in integrity. And we've got this beautiful card too, which I always love when it comes out, because I love her hair. Ericora. Oh, you know what I could do? I could do like I could do a giveaway. I'll wait till it gets to a certain amount and then I'll do a giveaway for it and do a gift card. Yeah, I can use it for my YouTube channel. That's a good idea. She's a human soul in cat form. Yeah, she does seem to prefer humans. Just some humans, though. Ericora, isn't she beautiful? Ericora, she's blooming. It's your time to shine, and you're coming into your own with the assistance of the goddess of the underworld and prosperity, Ericora. You're being recognized for the beautiful soul you are. Get ready to blossom. There's a shift in the energies that are going on, and it does feel to me like I've blossomed at the right time. Do you know what I mean? It's like I was having to wait for a shift in consciousness, really, for it to be the right time. So do you have a question, Maria, for yours? Because I'll do your mini while YouTube is figuring out whether to let you. It's a beautiful card, that. Blooming. She's from the underworld too. See? Darkness is beautiful. Darkness is beautiful too. Right. Tarot time. It's tarot time. Justice. What did I say? It's karma time. Karma time. Justice is coming through. It's slow, isn't it? It's slow in coming, but it is coming. Well, what do you need to release? Let's get the tarot out and then I'll do you, Marie. Yeah, it is a time of justice. So you're reaping rewards, maybe that have been years in coming, you know? Always doing the right thing, always doing the right thing. And what I've been saying, the universe remembers everything that you've done, everything you've put out there. Even if human beings haven't valued it, it's remembered everything. And it's in this universal bank account. And then when you get it, wow, it's going to be huge. When you reap the rewards of it, it's going to be huge when it comes in. And so we've not been waiting for us to, sometimes we've been waiting for us to be ready to actually allow it, because a lot of us haven't been open to receiving at all. And so it can be that it's just waiting for you to be open to receive. You see, I keep on getting this message that I've got this much, much bigger abundance coming, like there's much, much bigger abundance coming. We've got the Eight of Inspiration. This is the Eight of Wands. This is the incoming travel, messages, communication, fast, on point, let's do this, that kind of thing. It's that. It's incoming. That justice is incoming now. This is fast movement as well, this card, the Eight of Inspiration. Hi, Gabe. Wow. Fast incoming justice, even though we're waiting and waiting and waiting. Isn't that weird? It's like, we've got to wait, we've got to wait, we've got to be patient, we've got to wait. But then when it happens, it's going to be super, super fast. It's that whole, we're put in a slingshot, what do you call them? I know Americans call them slingshots. I can't think what English people call them. Put in one of those, being pulled back, pulled back, pulled back, pulled back, pulled back, and we're like, nothing's happening, nothing's happening, nothing's happening. Down, ah! Now it's really happening. It's that wait, fast when it happens. I was channeling the same thing back in 2012 too. I got that same. I used to do webinars because we didn't have lives like this. I used to do webinars at the time. Crappy software, webinar software that we used to have. But yeah, wow, those were the days. Much bigger abundance feeling for a couple of years. So it's true. Does it make you feel good, Matt? If it makes you feel good, it's true. It's on its way. Let's get one of these out. Wow. Erica said the same thing, and this card is saying it too. Star. It's your time to shine. It's your time to shine. Divine timing in all of this. They're like being born on this planet, like, and you've, because there's no time really, and so you seem like a time traveler. You've already lived in times beyond this, and you know all of these things. And your job it's not even invented yet. Well, it's like me. My job wasn't invented when I was. Well, I could have been doing tarot readings and stuff, but it's the online way is my way, and that wasn't around. So what do? You've got to wait. You just got to wait for your time to shine when you come into your own. Patience is a virtue. So it's your time to shine. You're going to be moving into that. Look, she's got grey. Both got similar hair, and they're both telling us the same thing. There's something in that. They've got really similar hair. I love this deck. It's gorgeous. I just wish it shuffled better. Let's get another one out. A feeling's been getting stronger and stronger. You get giddy with excitement. Oh, I remember that stage of my abundance journey. Yeah, it didn't happen when I felt like that. That excitement, it's not sustainable. But yeah, it's good. You're on your way for sure. Spirit of Wands, enthusiastic, adventurous. We've just got to go into the unknown. We've got to be ready to go into the unknown. It's going to take a leap of faith. This is going to be the fool's journey. When it does start flying, start moving, it's going to be the fool's journey. There's going to be so much unknown about it. You just have to be enthusiastic, adventurous, and go for it. Don't stay in your safety zone, your comfort zone. Step out. I'm a shining star. Thank you, Karen. Okay, Maria. What do you need to release? Let's find out. So it's the 21st now. Wow. It is the solstice. Interesting. Maria, this is what you need to release. It's mind stuff. This is mind control. It's the pessimistic side of yourself. It's the doubting side of yourself. It's those thoughts, those automatic thoughts that kick in, and we can't do much about it, right? But what we can do, like, we can't make those thoughts go away. We've got to have an ego. We'd be really messed up without it. But we can accept that it's there, and we can accept that it's going to say those things, and we don't need to buy into it. We don't need to let it take us on a downward spiral. We don't need to believe it, right? And this is what this is saying. You need to be firmer in that, in listening to that voice, but just realizing it, just realizing what it is. It's the ego trying to keep you safe. Doesn't make much sense. It's like putting a toddler in charge of the house. It doesn't make much sense. They're not going to make good decisions. And so but it's okay having a toddler in the house. You don't want to throw them out or kill them because they're kind of cute. It's just having this acceptance of your ego mind and that doubting, the pessimistic, it's in all of us, that one. What's that? Someone ordered something. Yeah, so be firmer in that. Oh my God, Maria. You're not going to like this. This. I bet you're going to do this face when I show you these cards. I'm glad you got it and not me. Patience, patience. Patience, patience. There's something very impatient about that. That it's come out twice like that. Patience, patience. Ooh. It's like a slow road to release and to sorting yourself out, and you think that you're doing it, and you are. You are. But you're going to have to be patient with the results. Sorry. Thank you. Who was that? That was Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. 555. Love the number. Change, big change. The winds of change outside. Sherry, if you've got a question, pop it up. I'm going to do that for you. But let's get some more cards out. Let's do these because I love this deck. I'm loving using this deck. It's so good. It's so clear. So what have we got going on today, everybody? Yeah, we can't live by carrots alone, right? Something's got to happen. Grief, sorrow over a loss. Now, this is something. Yeah, for some of us need to do this. We need to release emotions around the disappointments and all of that, all of the loss that's gone on, and the waiting and stuff like that. There's emotions that we've pushed down because we got so used to the old paradigm. What was it? The acceptance card, it was saying about shifting paradigms, wasn't it? Or that's what I got from it anyway. And that we have to, what did it say, that acceptance card? It was card number 2. Remember that much. It said, well, there's sadness at the fading of one season. There's a sense of gratitude for all that's been. Instead of lamenting deeply, this kitsune shows us how to gracefully open our hands and let go of what now must pass, right? And so this, let go, letting go, it's an emotional process. Sorrow, the grieving process. Yes, this has come out for this next week. A grieving process for what has gone on. It's like the energy lifts and then you really feel it. It's like when you've been in a toxic relationship and you finally release it and then you feel it. You feel the grief. You feel what it's done to you. It's like when you make a new decision, the energy shifts and then you really feel it. That's what we've got. Oh yeah, Melissa, you're going to love it. It's great. We've got to let that feeling out, let that sorrow out, tears. Yeah, we do have an emotional week coming up. That card the ocean card came out a lot for the days next week. Got some crying to do. You're upset earlier, it helps. You're welcome, Maria. Any more carrots in my eyesight would be so good, we'll be able to see the future. Could be the point. Carrots. Carrots for our third eye. Psychic carrots are good for the third eye. Seeing in the dark. Hi, Trisha. Wow. The sun. Happiness and well-being. So we've got a release, a grieving process, and then the sun comes out. Or grieving process because the sun comes out. And then we feel just how hard it's been for us. So this justice that's coming in, this karma that's coming in, it could be such a massive relief and release that it brings up all of the emotions of your whole life until now and how hard it's been. I've been getting that message as well, that it lately, yeah, that it's something good that happens that triggers a release like that. It's not always the bad things that trigger us, right? Sometimes it's the good things too. Candle, you'll be shown the way. Gorgeous. We will be shown the way. We are being shown the way with carrots. Thank you, Gabe. What are your spirit guides saying? You try to do the super chat. Is it not working for you? It doesn't work for me. We can't do it in this country. It says it's not available. The stickers too. I don't know what the stickers are. Someone can try that. There's like a smiley face next to the $ for me. They're stickers. You can do that too. You don't know your password. We've got so many passwords, don't we, for everything? My God, it's ridiculous. And then why is that? You try and guess your password, and then it resets it, and you have to reset it. And then when you reset it, you put in a new password, and it's one of your favorite passwords because we've got to use the same ones over again. Otherwise, we'll never remember it. And you use one of your favorite ones, and it says you can't use one that you've used in the last 6 months. It's like, I tried this one though. It's pretty much telling you got your password right in the first place. It's like, what? So then you try another password. Oh, okay, I'll use my second favorite password, and it's like, no, you can't use that one either. You've used it recently. Carrots is breadcrumbs or roses. Carrots, how that is when we get told something in a reading, like the readings lately have been reunion, 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 and you think it's going to happen, but it's not. It's a carrot dangled in front of your face to get you to believe that it's going to happen. So it's the readings that are just carrots dangled in front of us to get us to change our energy, or to get us to go through something like a practice run, expecting it to happen so that we shift our vibration or deal with something. That's what carrots are. There's been a lot of carrots lately. Okay, Sherry and Gabe. I'll get. What was I doing? I was doing Gabe. Gabe. I picked cards out, but I can't remember who I was doing. Let's do you first, Gabe, and then Sherry. What are your spirit guides saying? To not hold back, Gabe. You've got to reach out for what it is that you want. You've got to ask for it. You've got to go for it. You've got to put yourself forward. There's no sitting back and waiting for someone to give it to you. People aren't going to do that. You need to reach out for it. This reminds me of something. It was a thing that I was at, an event that I was at. There was public speakers there, and this guy, who was it? One of the guys off The Secret, John something. He stood there on just a few meters in front of me because I always get the VIP option to be in the first couple of rows. So he stood right in front of me. He says, "What can you do right now?" Or maybe it wasn't him. "What can you do right now for money?" It's a room of entrepreneurs, right? What can you do right now for money? So everyone's thinking, and I'm thinking, what could I do for money right now? What could you do for money right now? And then someone that's obviously seen him before runs up to him and puts the hand out, right? And so he takes some money out of his pocket and he puts it in his hand. And it's like, whoa, I didn't even think of that, of reaching out for it. Didn't even think of reaching out for it. What can you do right now? So I'm getting the same vibe from this. Something is available to you, Gabe, but you're not being brave enough to actually reach out and ask for it. But it's right there. It's going to fulfill you, but you need to put yourself out there. That's exciting. There's a very excited vibe. It's like your spirit guides are very excited at the moment. Yes. See? Look, Gabe, you've got guidance and go for it. They're so excited at the moment. They're leading you forward like this, the candle. You're being shown the way and they're so excited and they're so happy for you. You're almost there. You're getting the guidance, but you just need to go for it. Reach out for what it is that will fulfill you, because it will fulfill you. Sherry, what about you? Trisha, starting a new job. Awesome. Enjoyed it so far. Cars going to shit. Sometimes things like that happen. Sometimes our cars and stuff can break down, and it's not that it's a tower moment or anything. It's that our guides have been holding it together for us. Yeah, it's a really positive thing. The spirits have been holding it together for us for a while. Your internet got shut off. Dang. Okay, Sherry, let's do Sherry. What does Sherry need to know? You've got something really big coming, Sherry. Look at this. You've got gratitude and overwhelming. Something that's going to make you feel overflowing. We had that in the energy update today. Your heart's overflowing. It's like the whole universe is applauding you. This justice that you've got coming in, the thing that you've got coming, it's just going to be so big. It's overwhelming. You're going to feel so much gratitude. You might be triggered into that sorrow when it happens. Oh, I wonder what it is. Hope is good. Yeah. Yeah, it gives us hope, Kelly. The carrots, I think you're talking about the carrots. It gives us hope, but sometimes it gives us a pre-run because fears can come up, real nervousness, that kind of thing, or anger, or, all kinds of things can come up, and then we process it. It's a trial run because we're not yet aligned with it. That's what carrots are as well sometimes. Sherry, so something really big is coming. Flowing and be firmer. Stay in that flow, be firmer. Now, what this is saying, Sherry, is don't try and control it so much. Don't try and well, I want this big thing. It has to be not something that overwhelms me. It has to be come through this way because I'm comfortable with that way. You can't do that. You can't be in control of it. So don't try too hard to manifest what you want because it's going to be bigger than that. So this is saying be firmer, but be firmer in that flow. Go with the flow. Let yourself be guided. That candle be shown. You're being shown the way. Let yourself be guided. So be firm in that and going with the flow. Don't be firm in I want this, 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 and this through this way, and I don't want it to overwhelm me, and I want to be like this. Hey, Karen. Interesting. It's 7:47. It's my number. It's one of my numbers, like 111555. A broken ring. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. This is that, broken ring. This is the heartbreak from past that needs to be released now. When a good thing comes in. Previous parting of the ways. This could be a recent thing too. I'm just thinking about my own situation because I'm talking to someone last night. There's emotions to be released. You'll see what's coming up. I think it was in a daily read that's coming up this next week. No, it's the weekly one out on Friday. I've got ahead of myself in my videos, it's good. But it was about having an etheric connection with somebody that needs to be released through cord cutting. So it's an ex. It's someone that you think that you have an emotional bond. You kind of do have an emotional bond, but it's not with them. It's not with their actual being. It's with your idea of them from the past. So the being that you've created in your mind, piecing together all the good bits of someone from the past, it's like you've carnated an entity that's not a real entity, and then you're emotionally attached to that. Yeah, does that make sense? And so that's coming up this next week for us to release. Is that a view of someone with rose-tinted glasses from the past when you're only just seeing the positives, you only remember the positives about them, and you've made this entity and you're emotionally attached to that entity, not who they really are, but that entity. And so many of us do that. We see the best in people, people's potential, that kind of stuff, and then we get emotionally attached to that. It's not who they are. It's not a physical being. It's an imagined entity that we've created, and then we get emotionally attached to it. We wonder why we mess ourselves up. So that's what I'm getting from that broken ring. It's almost like some of us are married to these entities we've made up. We vowed to them. We made a commitment to them in our own minds and in our own hearts, and they don't even exist. Wild, huh? You're late, but you're here. Another out. So that could be starting off at the moment then, that process of that detachment. For everyone that's in here, anyway. Dark woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. This one shows up in my personal readings as the one that is causing trouble for me. I don't know her, but I know of her. Like I said, yesterday was it? That as we go through these positive shifts and really good stuff happens, we're going to get haters. There's going to be people that are going to step up their game of trying to interfere. People that are jealous and stuff like that. Look at her face there. She's mad. She's mad. She'd probably take the chopsticks out of her hair and stick them in your eyes if she could, you know? It's that kind of an energy. Yeah, let us know, Sherry, when it arrives. Wow. So she could be bad news for us, this one. She's mad. There's a mad woman. She's not happy for us. There's going to be a lot of people like that, I'm feeling. We're just going to have to defend ourselves, you know? Use what we've learned, our empowerment, our not psychic protection. Muggles, they don't respond to psychic protection. You've got to meet them where they're at. You've got to say no to them. You've got to use your words. The wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. I'm getting from this, we might have felt like this through all this waiting time. We're like, what's going on? Why is life rambling aimlessly? I'm putting all these goals. Oh, yes. I'm putting all these goals into place. And why is it not happening? And now we might have dropped the baton. We might have stopped making goals, writing down this. Today's the day to do it. We've got to do it today. The energies are right to make those goals, not have life rambling aimlessly. Forget about New Year's resolutions. Today is the day to do it. The 21st, the solstice is the day to do those resolutions, to write down your list of everything that you want. And remember, we've got this, which is it? This one. She said to be authentic to yourself. So your list of the things that you want from the universe. Wow, I'm so glad I remembered this. I got this information yesterday, and I'm like, I need to tell them in cafe, I need to remember this. So glad that card came out to remind us. Today is the day to do that. The big one. It's this, and this is the biggest. This is the biggest wish list that you're ever going to make. Think about the next 20 years, 200 years, even. The legacy that you want to leave. Think about the really big stuff and write all of that down today. Ooh, yeah, the relationships that you want, Trisha? Yes. But think long term, think really long term, because we're starting off this new age today, and the stuff that's happening now, the things that we're putting in place now, it's going to be 200 years, affecting the next 200 years, right? So it's the real long. So what kind of legacy do you want to leave? Think about really, really long term, not just short term with these lists. So everyone, yeah, make those lists. Make those lists today. It's really important. 21st, the solstice. Make that list. How interesting that I did it right at the last minute in this. I wonder how many people got to the end. Oh, you guys live, you do. But when the people that watch the replay, I bet they don't get to this, and I bet, see, it's not for muggles, this show, is it? Muggles would just click off, wouldn't they? And they don't get the really important information. So it's exciting. We made it to the 21st, and I think this is just the start of things. I really do. I'm going to be making my list today. Make your list too. But I better go off training now. So thank you, everyone. Oh, I didn't even get very many cards out, really. But they were good cards that we did get out. I'm going to go off training, and then I'm going to do my shopping, and then I'm going to put my pajamas on and stay in and write my list. That's what I'm going to do today. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for all of your thingies, your super chats and all of that. Very much appreciated. I am really loving this new format, and as I said, I'm making it easier and easier on myself because I got a bit worn out there, didn't I? Welcome, Matt. Don't forget to write your long-term list, everybody. You could make it a bit witchy too. You could do, I don't know, dancing around naked in the outside in the light of Saturn and what is it, Jupiter? Saturn, is it Saturn and Jupiter? I don't even know what's going on. But I'm not an astrologer, so it's okay. Thanks, everyone. Probably be on tomorrow, or I might give myself a break. I don't know. We'll see. Bye.